in episode 8, we are staying in North America and we're heading over to Connecticut. This was such a great chat with Erica. It was such a reminder of what it's like to be in your first year of business. If you follow me on social media, you should have seen a story that gained so much attention. And it was when I had mentioned, compare your business like a university degree. When you're in your first year of business, think of being like a first year university or college student. You're broke, you're frustrated, you're hustling, you're leveraging different services like, here, I'll give you free teeth whitening if you can build me a website, or etc. Because you're getting crafty, you're in year one, and you're doing what you have to do to get up off the ground. And this is a great reminder that your business is like a degree. So don't ever stress out when you're in your first, second, even third, plus fourth year of business. You are always learning. You are just finishing up your education before actually having a real business. Let me remind you that majority of businesses don't usually profit until year 3 or 5. So, friend, regardless of where you are along your business journey, think about what year you are in your education. Are you just starting? Are you in year 1 like Erica? Or are you almost graduating, and are you in year 4 where you should finally be seeing the fruits of your labor? So this is a great episode. Erica is such a great reminder to get crafty, and lots of different tips and tricks on how to work with your network. And don't forget to also think about your future too. So Erica mentions that she's looking for someone to rent the space with her. That's another thing to really think about, is if you are, say, full-time elsewhere right now and your space is sitting empty, then why not consider bringing in a likewise service to complement your whitening or tooth gem service? So friend, this is such a great episode. I hope you enjoy it. And don't forget to follow the Teeth Whitening Lounge LLC on all social media. And welcome to the show, Erica. Let's dive in to season 3, episode 8. If you are a teeth whitening or tooth gem specialist, this is the podcast for you. My name's Rach, and I am the industry leader of all things teeth entrepreneurship. Together, let's learn from real-life experiences to must-have brands on how to take your business to the next level and leave that 9-to-5. Friend, welcome to Whitening Wednesday, and I'm so glad you are here. Let's build a safe industry together. It's the new year, and I don't know about you, but I feel like I always like to burn everything down and start fresh every new year. Whether that's a good thing or not, who knows? But friend, if you are offering teeth whitening and you're not using the Fern Whitening Supplies line, then this is the perfect time for you to get started. Start the new year with the best results that are safe, effective, and affordable. Check out Fern Whitening Supplies on all major platforms as well as online, and contact them for any questions as you dive into growing your business for 2024. Let's get on with the show. Whitening Wednesday. Today is with Erica, the owner and founder of the Teeth Whitening Lounge in Chester, Connecticut. And Erica is a fellow dental professional who has been in the field for a great chunk of time. So Erica has the experience, and I can't wait to hear her journey. So Erica, tell us, what made you open the Teeth Whitening Lounge? Were you just finding that during your day-to-day operations as a dental hygienist, were a lot of patients asking for whitening, or were you just finding that it was just something you're seeing more popular through social media? Like, what made you think, wow, I should do that?
Yeah, I definitely saw it on social media and watched it kind of evolve over the last few years. And I just made a decision. I said, wow, what a great way to mix things up, especially after being a dental hygienist for almost 20 years now. I said, I just started literally making a list and taking a step toward building my business every day. And that happened just about a year ago in December of 22.
Well, happy almost anniversary. That's amazing. So it's almost been a year. We can kind of see the space behind you. It looks so lovely. It looks so great. So,
Yes, I love my space.
yes, it looks great. So, actually, before we even dive in any farther on some other questions, tell us about the space. So, it's in a Pilates studio. How did you
Yeah,
find this?
because I'm also into fitness for many years. The owner, her name is Nadine of Cheshire Pilates Studio. She rents out the space, but then she has separate rooms within her
Smart.
space. And so she had somebody moving out and she said, hey, do you think this could be a possibility? And the space is perfect. It's the perfect size. And then we help each other out as women here and as business owners because it's her with the Pilates. We have someone that does some spiritual work. There's some other small businesses around. So we kind of feed off of each other and help each other out, which is fantastic.
Oh, that's and having that community, especially when you're first starting, you're still in your year one as it's wrapping up. I bet that's been a huge propeller for gaining some different clients without having to spend advertising dollars there. So I bet that
Yeah,
has been very helpful.
it's been very helpful. Yes, because a lot I find it's about referral. Yes, social media. I've recently built a website, which be careful, that can get very expensive if you allow it to. But referral, word of mouth. That's how a lot of my clients have been coming to me.
And that organic growth that you've already had in just a year is a great indicator for how it's even going to continue to expand and grow, especially as you start then now feeding probably more advertising dollars here and there. It's going to just help expand that reach so much. And I can't wait to see this business grow.
Absolutely.
So, what did you find? You had mentioned that you are still actively working as a hygienist as well. So, do you find that patients, while you're doing cleanings, are inquiring about whitening often?
They do. They do ask about whitening, but I do have an agreement with my my general dentist, my boss, that I would keep what I do to myself. But we do offer in the office. It's like a take home whitening, two types of take home whitening, but people do have interest.
Isn't it crazy that, I mean, even though the dental world, it would make so much sense for teeth whitening chairside to be just strictly in the dental community for many reasons. But
Hmm.
the reason why it's really become so popular outside the office is because dental offices do not focus on in chair whitening at all,
Right.
right? It's not worth
This
their
is
chair
true.
time. It's not worth their costs because they're buying it at such high rates, right? And then to
You
pay
got it.
you, it's just, it's not worth it. So, I mean, fingers crossed, hopefully in the future, maybe you can work something out with your boss where you can start getting some referrals there because that would be a great one. But
Yeah.
it will be so interesting to see where the teeth whitening industry continues to go because even you had mentioned you had started seeing it on social media. And then even just in a year, I bet you've seen even a huge difference in different offerings or different companies or different styles. I mean, the industry
Absolutely.
is still so young,
Yeah. And like just there's different gels out there, there's different retractors out there.
right? Different
I just
lights.
started doing, I took your advice about disposables. I
Amazing.
do all disposable, which is great. So there are many options out there and it is growing.
Yes, and that's the nice thing about teeth whitening is yes, there's like the basic steps. There are the specific things you need to follow, like isolation,
Mhm.
etc. But then from there, it's so fun to add your own custom technique to it. Like maybe you place this on a little bit different than say I would, or maybe you are doing a little bit of a different time interval than I would, or etc. But
Yeah.
you can still get great results, and it's so customizable to your experience, which is so neat.
Yes. And this is why it's so nice to connect with different techs to see, everybody's doing what you can use, what might be better
Sure.
or easier than what you're doing. Absolutely.
Yes. And tell us about the website. So you'd said that you had just launched it not too long ago, which is so exciting. I was on it. It looks incredible. So you had mentioned that, yes, websites can get very costly. Like you got to put a cap on it or it just keeps going. So how did
Yeah.
you find the company to work with?
So it was like, a friend of a friend. Definitely talk to people that you know or that may be computer savvy, may be website savvy, because there's definitely ways of cutting costs that way. Some website designers I know they want monthly fees.
Yes.
There's GoDaddy, which you hear about, but
Hmm.
definitely compare and get your information and compare, because you want to keep costs low for yourself
For
as your
sure.
business is growing. And there's definitely ways of doing it. But who I used, I'm very happy with the website, the way that it came out. It is connected to my Instagram. Yeah, I'm very happy the way that it all came into place.
Yes, and it's such a great flow. It looks so clean. And I see you have so much important information on the website. Have you noticed that now that that landing page is there for clients to go and read through, get those answers to the FAQs, book directly? Do you find that's really helped cut down on the emails that you've got used to get or the calls or the text? Do you find it's really helped kind of give some of your time back now that that's there for them to use as a resource?
Well, because it's so new, I don't notice anything just yet. Now, do you mean also the marketing piece of it?
Oh,
Is
for
that what
sure.
you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
definitely.
I think that that's just one way of marketing, where there are so many different ways, not just the website. I'm sure it is helpful. Resources. This is what I'm about. This is me. This is my brand, so on and so forth. But there's so many ways of getting yourself out there, rather it be business cards, which you can do from your phone now, digitally, reaching out to your community and seeing what events are going on, right? I think I did a bridal show earlier in the
Nice.
year. That was very successful. Of course, social media, talking to friends. I think hitting it from all angles, and it helps from all angles, not just the website alone.
Oh, yes, 100%. So, as you've noticed, it's been a year in and you're still working as a hygienist. You also have your fitness background, lots of stuff going on there. You're a mom, you're busy,
Yeah.
busy. So, you had mentioned that you have this like client booking availability on Fridays. And then had you mentioned also on the weekend as well?
Sometimes on a weekend, because my kiddos are with their dad every other weekend. So that frees up some time for me. Or if the time is right and the evening is right, I've even come in for clients who need an evening. I had someone come an hour away
That's
to see me.
amazing.
So absolutely, if I can make it work for them. But I do my booking is through Square,
Perfect.
which is pretty
Andy.
user friendly.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's no specific, it's not a set schedule yet, but I think as I'm growing,
it's getting
that
there.
it's getting there. Yeah.
Yes. So let's talk about your website a little bit more. Some of the content ideas that you have on there are so crucial. And like one thing that I absolutely am in love with is you have in a section that's like, are you a good candidate? And the one thing is like, what are your teeth whitening goals? I think that's so important because it's so true. Everyone has a different goal. And also, as we know as providers, everyone's going to have a different result as well. So, what kind of gave you that idea to put goals? Like, is that one of the things that you chat about in like your intake?
Yeah, absolutely. It's so important to know what is going on with your client before they even hit your chair. So it's important to chat with them either via text or via, you get on the telephone with them and you ask them their history. It's extremely important to me that they have a cleaning, that their teeth are clean, that their oral health is up to par before they come and have their teeth whitened. And finding out, of course, do you have crowns, fillings on the front of your teeth? Have you had your teeth whitened before? Are your teeth sensitive? All those things are definitely going to help things to go smooth once they do get to your chair.
Absolutely. And I feel like that's also just such a great way to kind of again, tweak it to customize to that client, like making it feel like you're really there for their service. Because I'm sure you've heard it lots when you get those clients that are like, I don't want to go that bright. And you're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
okay, so maybe you only end up doing a touch up or etc. So it is so important. I just love how you worded that. Like, tell us what your teeth whitening goals are.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
good.
I mean, each client is not just one cookie cutter
Mm.
way. Everybody's going to present differently. And even if you have to reach out, and I think I've heard you say this before, if you have to reach out and collaborate with their dentist, that's
Mhm.
one thing I'm going to be implementing when the new year comes. Talking to dental offices, going in and talking to dentists to see if they need the teeth whitening service.
Absolutely, which is going to be so, so helpful. I
Yeah.
mean, don't get me wrong, as you've kind of experienced, there definitely are some dentists that are going to say, nope, you stay on your side and I'll stay on my side.
Yes.
But there absolutely are going to be dentists that are like, come on in. So it will
Yeah.
be so exciting. That's actually a great segue to kind of mention, as you kind of mentioned, the new year, thinking about some different growth patterns. Tell
Yeah.
us about how you're looking for a buddy.
Well, because I'm not here in my space during the week, I'm, doing dental hygiene. So my space is available to either a teeth whitening tech or an esthetician, or, it doesn't have to specifically be teeth whitening. It'd be nice if it was, but the space is available Monday through Thursday or alongside of me on the weekends. It's a great little space. I've got nice lighting here. It's conveniently located on Route 10 in Cheshire, Connecticut. It's perfect. It's a bright little space. My plant has been growing over there
It's huge.
nicely. I got that plant for free at Home Depot. They gave it to me last Christmas. I said, it's a
How
great
did
way to start. Yeah, but it's it's a great space. And
Oh, it
if I could find
looks.
somebody as passionate as I am, then it would be a good start
Oh,
for
absolutely.
a possible
And
partnership.
as you mentioned, it doesn't necessarily have to be teeth whitening. Like teaming
Yeah,
up, there's so many great services out there that a power duo could definitely be coming out of that room.
absolutely. Yeah, it would be exciting. And it's, like I said, it's the perfect space.
Yes, and I hope some listeners will reach out to you and definitely explore that option. So, as we start to wrap up, this has been so fun. Tell us about, I feel like this would be a great way to kind of end is you're in the field, you've noticed lots of patients ask for whitening, etc. How long did you sit on the idea before you actually did it?
I want to say about a year,
You did.
probably about a year before I said, the younger me would have waited longer. But now that, like I said, I've been in dental hygiene for 20 years, don't wait. What are you going to wait for? There's never enough time, enough money.
Yep.
You can go down the list. Just get yourself pen and paper or whatever you need to do, get on that computer and start to make your list of what to do, legalities. I have a business advisor that has helped me with
Smart.
this whole process. It's free through UConn here in Connecticut. Your supplies, I mean, the list goes on. Just start your list of what needs to get done, collaborate with people like you, and just do it.
Everything's figure outable, right?
It is. Yeah. Yeah. No looking back. You just got to go forward.
Exactly. And that's a great resource to mention that I feel like a lot of us don't realize it, especially a lot of us coming from non business backgrounds, is that usually cities have great resources for small
Yeah,
businesses starting up because they want business in their communities.
absolutely.
So get out there, look around. I know lots of techs here in Canada who have gotten like small business grants or like loans for free through, well, not loans, like grants that they don't have to pay back through their city as well.
Right.
So it's such a great reminder that your city is also something to look in for resources too.
Very supportive. And yeah, they're there. Just got to seek them out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do that
Absolutely.
research, right? So, Erica, tell us, where can we follow along with your journey? We can't wait to see what year 2 has in store for you and hopefully your potential duo. Where can we find you?
Yeah. So on Instagram, of course, I'm growing that, and it's Teeth Whitening Lounge LLC.
Okay.
Mainly there. I'll be starting a Facebook page soon.
Amazing.
And Teeth Whitening Lounge CT.com is my website.
Your new
But
website.
Instagram, I'm there. You'll find me on stories. You'll find me
Awesome.
on you'll find me on stories. My personal page over on Facebook is under Erica Zaumer. I'm on stories over there. So yeah. And
Lots of
I'm
ways
here
to follow
in Asher,
along.
Connecticut.
So exciting. Well, Erica, we are so thankful that you took the leap and that you started the business, and with your skill and experience over the last 20 plus years, not only in dental, but also with your fitness background. I can imagine that business has probably taught you so much that is lined up for so much that you're doing right now. So incredible that you're doing this, and we cannot wait to continue to follow along. So, Erica, thanks so much for coming on the show. And those of you who are listening, we will chat again next week.
Thank you so much. Have no fear. Thank you.